What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to be shooting this video. I'm just going to move to a different location here soon. Just got to do something somewhere. But I wanted to talk about what the world's coming to. In case you didn't know, I'll foreshadow it for you. But most of the time, history repeats itself anyway, to a certain degree. Not to say I wasn't there before or I was there before. Sorry, my computer is being absolutely retarded this morning, as it usually is. Thanks, Apple. No, it was more so my keyboard. But what's going on in the world is basically this. Eventually, we're all going to become, we're coming towards a utopia. We're all going to be unified. And there's not going to be racism. There's going to be less tension for racism along all lines, whatever ethnicity you are. The world's going to come together. They're just trying to separate us, conquer, and divide. It's pretty much game one, fear tactics. You got to understand primal instincts. There's only two things in life. There's love and fear. The people who run the world, or whatever, the people who control us, whatever you want to say, the equity of the wealth is in other people's hands, pretty much. It's not more so with us, but it is at the same time, but it's not represented right, and we're not in control of it. Most people forfeit up our benefits of control or power, whatever you want to say. We're all going to be unified. The whole planet's going to be unified. That's what's going to happen. And yeah, it's pretty much that. I don't believe in catastrophical events. It's just not realistic. Those are just movies and kind of like sci-fi. Not to say sci-fi movies aren't based on real things or true at all, but the catastrophic events I don't believe in personally. And the world's just going to be a utopia. We're all going to get together. We're all going to, defeat the powers that talk. Pretty much how it's going to go down. We're not going to be living. We're going to be living completely different. We're going to be living in harmony in nature. And the whole world's going to be together. I don't know what other to say this. You know what I mean? It's not going to be one person. We're all going to come together. I mean, it might be a couple of people to initiate that, to bring us together. But overall, we're just going to be together, and diversity is what runs the planet and runs everything. If you think about the most diverse places, diversity is what makes us unique. It's not just white people. It's not just African Americans, black people, Indians, Native Americans. And I was just going to say, to be fair, the Western, or my line, probably for the most, whatever European, Western culture, we've taken over a lot of place and abused it. But there's not saying there's other people who did things, and every race and ethnicity fought for dominance or tried to take over people for certain times. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I agree with liberation. I agree with diversity, and everyone should be free. We shouldn't have slaves. In the work that we need to do, we'd make robots for us to do the work that we want to do necessarily, in that matter of speech. And robots aren't going to run the world either. They're just a reflection of us. That's a whole nother topic anyway. I'm not really getting the robots. I want to talk about diversity. And if you look any place that's diverse, what happens? Everything, I don't know why it always makes me look like I'm not looking at the camera. And like I'm trying to look exactly at the camera, and it always looks like I'm looking over here. It's just super weird. But anyways, I don't like the front camera on my phone. I mean, it's nice, but it's just like, it should be way more prevalent, or it should be over here, because I don't know why I keep looking over there. But if you look at the rainforest, it has the most diversity, and life flourishes in the rainforest. In fact, people say the lungs of the world are in the Amazon rainforest. And if you don't know what the Amazon rainforest, I don't know, you might be living under a rock. Diversity is what's going to make us, being everyone dressing the same, dressing in suits, doing the same BS job. That's not going to work. We're going to need diversity, different cultures, which to some degree we've already incorporated and integrated, but it's far-fetched between, we got the borders up and there's regulations, and, obviously there's racial tensions, slurs, And there's people who don't know better, kids who ain't raised right. You know, I grew up personally, I know not one family that are strong together. Like, I don't even know a family. How fucked that is. I'm 25 and I don't know no family that's strong, still strong together. I don't, personally. So that tells you a lot. You know, that says a lot. I'm saying a lot of stuff right here. It's don't let none of this go over your head. And people really take granted for what they have. But let's talk about the diversity again. You know, diversity is what makes us, again, it's always going to be diverse. No one likes doing monotonous things. No one likes monotonous life. And again, they're trying to force monotonous and factory things and industrial things. That's all going to be out the door. Their time's up. You know, whoever did this, however it came to be, I don't know the evil powers. I don't know if they're, you know, the elite who is, I'm not saying they aren't elite or they're the same as us, but they taking power over us, and they probably do nasty things such as like pedophile, rapists, murderers. They do all of that. You know, all these people at the top. These are just faces. Most people that you see they're nobody, and I mean nobody as they're not a real person, as they're not justice. They're not us. They're not human. They're you know. I'm not saying that it's really hard to say words for this. They're not humane. They could give you know, these people. It's just like it's not equal to somebody. You know, it's these people who created our system, but they've run this for a long time. You got to understand, it's deeply rooted into a family tree. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it, and I am just giving things. And I can say the elite. I can say the pedophiles at the top. There is people, or the Illuminati, or you can say not the Antichrist. Well, I guess so. You know, the devil, Luciferian, Satanists, evil. I agree, it's out there, but it's not like, I don't think evil is necessarily evil where you think it's scaring you. It shouldn't scare you and it shouldn't fear you. I just know, like, a lot of, they're fake. They're just fake. There's not too many real people on this earth. The thing, because they don't want to give you the truth, they burn the knowledge. It's a cycle, you know. It's a cycle of them lying to us. And what you just, like I said at the beginning, the world's just going to come together. It's coming. It's coming. People say it's the awakening, or, you know, chakras, the system in the stars. Yes, there's a bunch of things, but who's coming out here and just, no one tells you directly, because listen, no one can tell you shit. The only people, because one, they don't have balls, or they have like a name they don't want to ruin, a reputation, so they beat around the bush. That's why, like, presidents don't come out and say this. We have JFK, a prime example. He knew this, it was already happening. This has been in the works, this whole system. You know, this whole system, the loophole is to overthrow the government. It is, and it's diversity. It doesn't have to be violent, and it can be violent, and it may have to be violent. I'm not saying it doesn't have to be violent, and usually it is, but we are different now, and these people, we outnumber them easily. We outnumber them. We are in control of ourselves. We should be living the best lives, our most lavish lives, our most lust lives, our most lavish lives. I was looking for. It's don't be fooled. Everyone wants the same thing, and everyone wants sexy partners. We can all agree on that. Sexy partners. Everyone wants to be in a tribe or in a community where they feel needed, or they feel some responsibility, or they just feel some connection to society. You know, a lot of people are in the society, no one really feels connected because they disconnect us. You don't understand, there's like a whole agenda for them to disconnect us. It's conquer and divide. It's number one. There's only, like I said from the beginning, there's only one thing, and it's fear and love. They choose fear. They want you to fear. They're not loving, they choose to fear. If this was a loving place, we wouldn't be suffering. There wouldn't be really human suffering. They can be all solved. They tell you you can't cure something because they don't want you to cure it. They make money off of sick and disease. People die. They make money off of people dying. They do. War in the hospitals. It's like ammunition. We got ammunition, pharmaceuticals, and war. These are what all life before you is based off of. All of this. And yeah, I'm not saying this message as a negative antidote. I'm saying it more as a neutral and so positive. Everything that's happening in your life, everything that's happening is for the good. Everything that happens in the world is for the good. Things are always moving forward. Things don't go back. Things move forward. And that's where we're heading. People are gonna, like I said, they're gonna wake up. In some other videos, the sheep are waking up because of the coronavirus. Even when the dumb people, aka sheep, people who are unaware or don't want to pay any attention, or do start to pay attention and start to wake up and realize we've been lied to for pretty much our whole life about everything. School is hell. School is the fakest thing ever. And I can't believe people agree with me. School is fake, and then they're adults. Then they'll be like, oh, well, I'm still gonna send my kid to school. Are you? You're gonna school is a waste of time. I pledge it. I pledge school is a waste of time. I've went there for a bunch of things. And I mean, it's mandatory for most of us. I didn't learn shit. It's pretty much hell, and it definitely is hell when they box you inside a prison, make you read school books that shit you don't need to know. It's a bunch of BS. It's shit they want you to know. I don't want to know, and I wish I could wash it all out of my memory. I don't regret it, but I don't need it. I know it, and you don't even. Life is a feeling. Life is not all this info they're trying to teach you in books. Life has nothing to do with that. We live in a very spiritual world. We are spirits. We are uplifting spirits. We're dancing. That's why people love music, because dancing, song is a song to the gods, or God, or prayer. That's what music really, I guess, was at one time, because that's what it was. It's obviously a little different now, but people love music because it's their spirit. It hits their spirit. That's I'm a musician, so I know. And that's why people love music, whether it's even upbeat music or downbeat, doesn't even matter. People love music because it's spirit. You don't understand, these people are chasing spirits, and we are spiritual. You don't need to know I guess it's good to know, but you more so have to feel it. Life is a feeling, and you just have to feel it all out. I just want to say the world's coming into a utopia. It's coming to heaven on earth. It already is pretty much heaven on earth. You could say hell, whatever. Heaven is on earth. It's not somewhere else. And we're coming to a utopia. We're all going to band together, and we're going to be. It's going to be for the better. It's going to be for the good. It's not going to be for the worse. We're still going to have unique things. We're going to have our cultures. We're going to have diversity, and that's going to make us, it's going to build upon us. It's going to make life diverse. It's like, there's not really a word for it. I would say excellent, maybe even excitement per se, but just joy, happiness, bliss. It's going to be people are going to feel better and happiness. People aren't going to be taking like pharmaceuticals or deep drugs necessarily. Not saying there's always going to be people that do that. There's going to be less violence. There's going to be less brutality. There's going to be more love. There's going to be more friendliness, more hearts. We're going to care. We're going to spirit. People are going to be living in the streets, like actually up and alive. See, you want to know what spirit is. Spirit is called being alive. It's called being joyful, wanting to move around, dance around, not in control, being in control, but loving life and just totally blissed out, totally happiness. It's how you're supposed to live. Everyone's like, they're just all groggy and down and sad and and hateful or miserable or depressed, or something about financial needs. It's always something, and I understand a quarter of that battle or a half of that battle. I just want to say, like, there's more to life. You can do whatever you want. Don't live a miserable life. Don't do what you want. Peer pressure, being forward into things, unaware, or just not following your instincts and getting distracted, maybe partying, or especially lust. Lust is, I would say, controls like over 79% of people, if not more. And whatever it's exploitation or just the sex or just the natural human drive, and people aren't discerning or concerning, either one. Because lust is one of the strongest things, and I've had it in my life, and it runs people's lives. It runs people's lives. It will control your life. It would take over your life. How? Well, let's talk about it real quick. Lust. You want sex. Let's just say you meet up with a girl. You have sex. You wanted sex, whether girl or guy. Boom, you have a baby. Now you're fighting with this girl while she is pregnant. Now the baby comes out and you guys aren't together. Now this baby has to go through some type of circumstances or, you know, hell, you could say, you know, and not have a father there, or, you know, a discommunication, disruption between their significant other, their parents, and their loved ones, and their tribe, their family, society. And, you know, and then you gotta have, and then this baby's gonna be alive for the rest of your life. And now you have to take control of this brother. And at what age are you when you had this baby? Are you financially ready for this baby? Are you even responsible for this baby? Do you know how to take care of a baby? Or did you even want a baby? And see, this is where the things of lust, and everybody's at lust, you know? Especially, I understand where the lust comes from, and I have nothing against sex. But you understand it's really a trap when you really look at it. Because falling in love is a trap with someone else. Falling in love is an American cliche where you fall in love. When you fall in love, when you go with a relationship, whether it's polygamy, a bunch of people, just one person, like actual, you fall in love, you give up something. People don't understand this. Everyone's love, everyone. Yes, everyone's love, but what you need to understand, pretty much we've been fooled. We're meant to love ourselves. Love is not between you and your partner. That's not love at all. That's more so intimacy. If anything, love is when you love everything you do. I love making this video. I love making my music. I love waking up. I love stretching. I love talking to people, even if it's people I don't necessarily even want to talk to or like talking to. I love everything about it. That house over there, that picture in the background. I love everything. It's not, yeah, I can be like, oh, okay, that picture is not that good. But I love everything. I love this jacket. I love my body. I love Earth. I love everybody on here. Love has nothing to do with people's partners. And I think this is where people get kind of like a decoy, diverted. Oh, they think love, oh, I got to get with a significant other. I've seen so many people rebound. I've seen just girls after me, and I'm not saying I'm a big shot or anything like that, but I've talked to girls or maybe done not things sexual necessarily or sex, you know, things like that, and real intimacy, and girls all of a sudden like want to date me now or want to get married or think we're going out all of a sudden, and it's just like, no, we're not, you know what I mean? It's just a lot. I mean, especially for the younger generation. I'm more sure it's for everyone though. Everyone, and I could talk a lot more. I'll throw guys right under the bus. I'll throw them right under the bus because I don't care. And I mean, I do care, and that's why I'm saying this. Guys usually, again, I mean, it's the same. I'm not a female, so I can't tell you, but I understand it's just a one-mind track when it comes to sex. Sometimes, like, girls usually play. I'm just saying, you don't have to take anything from here on as what I'm about to say. You can take into your own hands, but I'm going to tell you the truth of how guys think when it comes to sex, or what they want in life, and what women want. Now, I'm not a woman, so, but I'll tell you what guys want. Super easy. And I'm not saying this is what I want, but I know what the other guys want because I've seen it. Guys, they will manipulate you. I would say like 99% of guys. I won't do this because I've almost died. I've been through so much. I'm not this type of person. I've been in relationships. I've seen it all. I'm not manipulating girls. Guys will manipulate any girl for sex. Mostly any girl, and they might be, they might not do it on purpose, but they're still doing it. Yes, they are. Trust me. It's like someone made a joke the one time. I think it was Chris Rock, and he's like, oh, you want me to help you with the groceries? Chris Rock's kind of a famous comedian. He was at Washington DC and stuff, and Chris Rock he was like, oh, you need help with the groceries? Would you like some dick with that? And it's true because, for the most part, a lot of guys, you know, a lot of guys are manipulative. They'll do whatever they want for sex. Yeah, they might look like they love you, and they might look like they want you, and they'll do anything for you. They say they'll love you, and they say you're beautiful. They just want sex. That's all they want. And girls, you should take this in the hand. That's all they want is sex. So you should challenge that. And like, just know that. All, at the end of the day, that's what they want. You know what I mean? There is some guys out there, good-hearted guys, who don't want sex. Not necessarily, that's not the only thing they want. They want more to life. They want a connection. They want something spiritual. They want a friend, you know? It's either you want sex or you want a friend. And I want a friend, you know? But this isn't really about me, you know what I mean? I'm just pointing out for girls how to find the right guy, and I'll do the same for guys, how to find the right girl. And yes, it's not like, especially how people are acting today, it's super hard just to like, it's not, a lot of people are, they're not taught right, you know, they're spoiled, they're miserable, these women, and I'm talking about guys too, they're brats, they're bitches, they're assholes, all listen guys think they have to be mean, or, because they do, to some extent, they almost do, but they shouldn't. They think they have to be hard or cool or act funny or some almost non-physical dominant, kind of like a dominant thing for a male. They always want to do this. They always do this. So if you've seen this part of the video, seen up to this far, just know guys are out there to manipulate you. You don't understand. A guy could be out there to manipulate you. He could have been stalking you for 5 years. He could have been stalking you for a week. You don't know these guys' intentions. And I'm not saying every guy's a stalker, but deep down, really, like, these guys really are manipulative. Really, they are. They, you know what I mean? They'll lie to you. They'll change up the whole ego, who they are, and everything for you. You know, that's the thing about me. I'm not changing up. Whether I see, the hotness doesn't even matter to me. I don't really care about looks. Now, let's just say I seen the hottest girl. I'm still going to act the same as I am. You know what I mean? I'm going to be me. I'm always going to be me. Whether it's a guy, whether it's a girl, whether it's an ugly girl, or some girl I'm not necessarily attracted to, or depressed girl, miserable girl. I'm going to connect with more, though, the high energy people, and people are happy. And there's not too many people. I can already tell you that. I can already tell you that. People think we have to be bitches to other people and call them ugly, especially, I know how women get too. I've seen a bunch of girls who are tomboys that I've dated or who I was friends with. I know how they are, and I know why they're tomboys, because you know what the girls tell me? Oh, we can't get along. We can't get along. Do you think guys get along? All they do is bully each other and make fun of each other. What do you think happens when it comes to sex? They bully each other and make fun of each other till they get sex, because that's what they want. You don't understand. A lot of guys will do anything for sex. That's all they want, basically. I'm really saying this. Like, I feel like 99% of people, and me is not just like the only 0.1. There's nothing wrong with sex either. There's nothing wrong with having sex all the time. But are you manipulating people? You know, or are you just doing it? You'll know when it's out of lust, because the relationship will not work. You'll know when the relationship doesn't work. You'll know. How do you find someone? I'm going to end this video. I'm going to wrap it up soon. Subscribe to the channel. How do you find someone you like? First of all, the number one thing you should look in any partner is happiness. Is your partner happy? Then beyond that, is your partner supporting you, or are they changing your direction? Don't let no one change your direction. People, that's when you're falling in love, whether it's fake love or real love, it doesn't matter, because you're falling in love. It's a cliche. You're giving up responsibility, or you're gaining responsibility per se. You're giving up something when you fall in love. Falling in love is not necessarily a good thing, because falling in love means you're giving up something, kind of like a marriage. It's a sacrifice. Are you ready for that sacrifice? You don't need to fall in love. You can be in love with life and everything around. You're just not. Love is not just between you and your partner, and it has nothing to really do with sex. It can be all about sex, or it can be nothing about sex at all. And it doesn't have to be. There's so much more connection. I can tell you this, and I know this. The closest you can ever get to somebody is not through your genitals. It's just feeling and connection, more so your hands. Touching hands, holding hands with someone. It's not sex. That's just for procreation. And feet too. Feet are like one of your antennas of your body. You're kind of like a pyramid. If you've ever seen Leonardo da Vinci, if you ever see his picture, he has like the 5-person, the legs, the arms, the head, and he has them standing like just kind of like a star. We are a star. This is our antennas. This is our antennas. This is our chakras, or our coronas. This is called a corona. The corona. Yeah, the sun, the corona, Greek, corona, or Rome, however you want to say it. Corona means sun. Corona just means they're trying to get into your head. Corona virus. Corona, they're trying to get into your head. It's not even really real. It is real, but none of us are out here eating bats. It doesn't spread like, it's not what you think it is. It's way over, it's just like saying somebody died drowned over Antarctica. Okay, well, you don't need to tell the whole world, watch out for, keep warning them about Antarctica, someone drowning. But none of us are in Antarctica right now. It's just like something like that with the virus. It's just basically a lie is what you need to know. And basically everyone lies to you to some extent. You know, people aren't truthful a lot of the time. And when I was talking about all this sex and all this love, it's more for the younger generation because they don't teach them. There's no one to teach. Like, there's no one to give the teachings. You know, like I said, I know not one successful family that I know personally. You know, I can see celebrities and all this nonsense, whatever. I don't know how their lives are, and I don't necessarily. That's great for them. And it's not saying I don't care, but all the families that I've met and hung out with, all my friends and families I've seen, none of them are together or they're good, healthy, you know what I mean? I'd probably be friends with them. I'd probably be in their family if it was, because that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants the same thing: a sexy partner, security, to feel good, financially stable, which shouldn't be a problem, and confidence and strength, you know what I mean? Everyone wants to be, we can live in heaven. We can live in the utopia. It's already here. They're just holding us back from it. That's the whole cliche, basically, is utopia's here. They're fucking feeding us corporations and industries. I don't care who's saying it. I'll fucking say it's a lie. And we don't need that shit. It's just a lie. It's just to control you. And it always was. You gotta understand, like, life's not about thoughts. Life's about feeling. And thoughts are nice, but they're just a small part of life, and they can change stuff. But it's more so about love. Love is a feeling. It's not. It can be generated as a thought, sure. Love is a feeling, though, and it's not. You can't. If you think you love your significant other, and you don't love the bum down the street, then you're full. You have no conception of love. It's not something really conceptualized. Like I said, it's a feeling. You love everything. You love everything you do in your life. Life is not between you and your partner, and it's really selfish, to be honest. Really selfish if you think it's just between you and your partner. If you want to live that life, and I'm not condemning you and I'm not judging you. If you want to just be like, oh, it's just me and my partner, just me. It's me and him. Love. This is love. I'm going to show you what love is, and this is how it's done. And we're not going to love anyone else. We're just going to care about us. And see, it's like a prince and queen and king. No one wants that. And it's love for everyone. It's all lives matter, or kind of something like that. I mean, black lives matter too. So does white people. So does girls. So does the animal. So does the grass. You know what I mean? Everyone's, our whole environment. We're all attuned with us. You know, and it's just like ridiculous. It's like people are never really getting to the root of things, infringing in something. They always want to bring something else to it. You know, yeah, I've said enough for this, you know what I mean? And I think the real thing, I don't think it's really skin, though maybe back in someone's mind it is skin color. I do believe it's slavery. We're all enslaved as of right now, for the most part. And I think it's more so slavery. I don't think it's a civil war. This is slavery. I don't think it's civil war. This is slavery. We're a freaking slave. I'm just being honest, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Everything is for the good, though. Look at life this way. There's no reason to look at negative. This is not a fear-mongering message. This is not nothing negative. No demons. There's no demons. There's no catastrophic events, apocalyptic events. There is none of that. This is love. This is real. This is reality. The simulation, the matrix, even. But we can change the power. We can change the connection, the vibrations of the earth. It is true. I don't care what anybody has to say. There's difference. Go hate someone for 5 minutes. Go love someone for 5 minutes. See the difference. You know, and you're in control. They just tried to act like the power's outside of you. All your control, all your mission control is right here in your body. Of course, there's some outside external things that affect it, but, you know, food and light, water, they're trying to control to some extent. So we need to get out here. We need to take... That's all I had to say for the video. Thanks for tuning in. We hit a whole array of topics, which is pretty interesting. And thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel.